Nora, is that you?
I didn't mean to wake you. Go back to sleep.
I hadn't been sleeping. What time is it?
About 4.
You're out late?
Had to walk from uptown.
How far uptown?
Way uptown. I let the crowd shake me like a fool. Didn't have enough sense to get cab fare. Whew, you don't realize how hot you are till you sit down.
Poor girl.
Oh, you must have had the gas lighted to make it as hot as it is in here. Shit, I'm glad to be home.
You didn't bring in nothing?
Not a cent. I don't know what's the matter with me. It's that damn fever blister. If I'd only have enough sense to get some cream on it that first day.
But it's most well now. You can't hardly notice it anymore.
Of course it's perfectly well now. There won't be any trace of it tomorrow. I shouldn't have tried to go out those first 2 days in that first week when it was so bad. Everybody was afraid of me and I felt like a leper. I lost my way somehow and now I can't get it back. It all depends on yourself. If you're sure of yourself, you have luck. If you aren't, you don't. That's all there is to it. If I'd had a wee bit of sniff tonight, I've gotten some money out of that crowd, but drinks don't keep me going.
No, it's all right.
Poor man, have you been waiting up in this heat all night for me? That's hard luck on you, Joe. Oh, my nerves are to pieces. I thought I'd go crazy tonight. I really did think I'd get some money this time.
Come on to bed.
I swiped these for you, though.
Oh, tits!
I wish you wouldn't say tits, Joe. I don't know why I hate it so.
All right. Common stuff, huh?
No, it doesn't matter. I'm just nervous and irritable. Don't pay attention to anything I say. Oh, if I don't get some money by tomorrow, I don't know what I'll do. It's terrible to be dependent on anything like that.
4 days.
No, today's Saturday.
That's right. 4 days, ain't it? We did that last deck Tuesday night.
Oh, that's right. I wouldn't have thought I could go so long without it. I don't know how you do it, Joe. All night like this, doing nothing?
I've been out. Don't worry about me. I can get on without the stuff for a while.
I can't. But then again, I've been on the stuff a lot longer than you have.
Yeah, I've been using it for a little while. About a month or so before you and I took up last summer.
To think. Only a year. Wonder what would have become of you if I hadn't found you.
Whatever happens to all the other poor bastards that get knocked out of the ring and can't get back in. I don't know.
That's the trouble with you boys. You're brought up with only one idea to fight, and if anything happens to you, you're not fit to do anything else. You're only 24 and you're done.
I'll be 24 in October, I guess.
You feel so old. That's how you stand the strain the way you do. You're as firm and strong as you ever were. And look at me.
Fellas had as much training as I used to. Just bound to stay in some kind of condition, I guess.
Oh, I feel so old and tired and discouraged.
I'm sticking with you, Kay.
I never thought of you leaving me. I love you too much. I love you even more than anybody else ever could, even if you lived to be 1,000 years old.
I don't rethink anybody would love me that much if I was that old.
I should. Oh, but you're just a baby now. A little old infant. Joe. My darling.
Tired, kid?
No, not now. I get my strength from you. Well, you've got enough for both of us.
Funny. A girl like you with a rough guy like me. Dope brings funny people together.
Not so funny.
I wouldn't think a prize fighter like me could tell a lady when I saw one, but I can. Even when you won't admit it. And that's a sure sign.
Oh, not such a lady. I did some work on the Evening Sun, and I grew up on a farm in Kentucky. And that's all there is to it.
That's what you say. And I ain't gonna ask you to tell me nothing you don't want to. You alright?
Yes.
Got something I want to talk to you about. We're up against it.
I know we are. Just lying here with you, it almost feels like there's no such thing as trouble in the world. It's so serene and still to just lie here with you. I don't ever want to move again. I can feel your heartbeat. Can you feel how much faster mine is going than yours?
Yeah.
Your heart is like the wind, like a spirit that can't rest, like the spirit of the city that goes on and on, no day and night, no matter what happens to us. Laying here close to you, touching you, it's like a current that radiates from you because you're so alive. What was I going to say? What was I talking about?
You was talking about here and now.
Yes. I was going to say that lying here with you, it all seems so far away, doesn't it? It's like lying in bed next to the sea. There may be shipwrecks and storms and death and things out there, but they're far away. They can't touch us.
I wished we had a good old sniff. Forget about our troubles outright.
Poor old Joe. You know, I nearly went crazy tonight. Haven't got a nerve left in my body. I was thinking about what you were doing. Thinking all sorts of fool things. I thought about you getting desperate and breaking in somewhere and getting locked up. And I don't know what.
Yeah, I could have gotten some stuff tonight.
What do you mean? How? Who?
The landlady, she came up and she was talking to me about it.
When she knows how broke we are, we owe her 2 weeks' rent.
No, she would have to give it to me.
How do you mean, Joe?
You know.
You mean that old lady was up here after you again? I knew something was the matter. What did you tell her?
What do you think I told her? I told her to get the hell out of here. I told her I was off the stuff.
Oh, Joe.
Well, I didn't want it that bad then. She heard me come up, and then she came up around 12 o'clock. And that's when she put it up to me.
Oh, Joe, if we had any other place to go, I mean, we don't have any other place, and she'd keep our things until we paid her, and I don't have $1 to put down another room, and I suppose she knows all that.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. She's kicking us out.
Kicking us out?
Well, that's what she said. Unless we...
Unless what?
Well, I was thinking about putting this up to you. Well, you know, we want to keep the room, you know, a place to sleep. Well, you see...
Joe, what are you talking about?
The old lady's reasonable. You know, she came up here making a big fuss and telling me how she was all gone on me, and we hadn't paid any of the rent, so you know, she said if I was too good for her, and you know, well, this was her house. Well, that's when she offered me the dope.
Joe, am I mad, or what are you talking about?
Well, you...
Don't ever let me hear you talk like that again. Do you think that I would let you...
I let you, don't
Well, that
I?
is altogether a different matter. Don't ever let me hear you talk like that again. Do you understand? God, it's hot in here.
Now, look here. I gotta live, don't I? And you're about the sweetest little thing that anybody's ever had. And I'm awful fond of you. But we gotta live. We gotta do something. We gotta get some money. And if we can't be getting on the way we're getting on, then I gotta shift for myself. See, I'm giving it to you square. I'm being straight with you.
Of course we have to do something. I will do something. I will get us some money. You don't understand what you're saying. Even if this was our last night under a roof, I would not change my answer.
Well, shit. Probably is going to be our last night under a roof with the luck we've got. You know, if I could get a job, things would be different. But the stuff's got me, I guess. I couldn't stick to a job more than I could fucking fly. If I could get back into the ring, do you think I'd have you out there working? But we're up against it, that's all. You know, if you can make the money, all right, but we've been having bad luck, that's all. And I gotta do this. If I'm okay with you going out every night, I don't see why you are kicking about one measly old lady.
Joe, you don't understand. Listen to me. You don't love me the way I do. It's not your fault. It's just the way that you're made. I can go out, as you call it, and it's a sort of sacrifice, a way of showing how much I love you, and it's not about me. You are the clean part of me. You are the part I live for. You are sacred. Don't you understand? Clean.
Sure, I get you. I'm giving it to you straight, you know, and I think a lot more of you than you think.
Go on. Say you love me. I love to hear you say it.
I love you, and I'll stick to you. But we got to make some money, and if you can't get it, then I've got to. That's the only way we can stick together.
No, you haven't. I'd rather be dead. I would rather starve to death than let you do that and watch you starve to death. Oh, that horrible old slut. I think I'll kill her.
Well, we don't have to stay here. Don't have to be her. You know, there's other ways of picking up money around this town.
What do you mean?
You know. I mean, the way I see it, the only thing I got is my looks.
Joe, don't talk like that, please.
Well, we got to. We're up against it. You know, and the way I see it, you know, that thing on your mouth, it ain't going away for another day or two, and we're getting kicked out today. What the hell are we going to do? Sleep in a park? No, I guess not. Not when there's easy money to be made. I wished you'd see how many of them try to speak to me when I go out. And there's good money in it, too. You know, and we can put up somewhere nice, you know, and we'll always have stuff on hand. But, I gotta have the stuff. It's been 4 days now.